Hey y'all, welcome to Toadstead. Well, one of the things that I've been working on that I really haven't had much of a chance to show you is the fencing. And as you can see here on the camera, this is a pallet, well, half of a pallet now, of the pressure-treated cedar pickets. And what happened was these popped up on Craigslist for under $1 a piece. And because I got an entire pallet, I got even a better deal, and the guy was willing to deliver them. So I just said, yeah, absolutely, and jumped on him. I guess he was a contractor that had a whole bunch left over from a job, so I wasn't going to mess about with that. But as you can see in the back there, for those of you who've been following the channel, there's the shed. And there behind this big pile here, that's a whole bunch of teak and mahogany lumber that I've collected over the years, and that's out there piled for when I build the cabin. And then the fence just goes all the way around. You can see I've got some like shelves built right next to. Those aren't hanging from the fence. They're just supported on one side by the fence. And I do this a lot. And I'll be doing it a lot more because I like having shelves up against the fence because it adds to the strength of the fence and it keeps it out on the perimeter of the property. And just recently, I went all the way around. I'm going to pick up the tripod here. That way I can show you pretty far how far the fence goes. You can see it ends right in this area. And that is, well, that's a solid, at least third. It's 2/3. It's almost halfway down the entire street side of the property. And then what I've been doing is cleaning up this area here where you see the these two sawhorses right here. This was the same, all in this area here was all squaggle bush and stuff like you see here. And I've just been cleaning it out little by little, and of course you can see the Airstreams right there. So this someday will be the front yard when I get the cabin built, but, you know, little baby steps, and getting the fencing, let me pick this back up, come back around. Getting this fencing put up has been just awesome. It does give me, you know, a little bit of privacy back here. And of course, you know, if nothing else, it's a courtesy to my neighbors. Oh yeah, you can see the boss. I just noticed he's sitting there. Yeah, what the heck, right? See His Majesty there. He's actually looking at the chickens. But it also gives my neighbors a little bit of a break. You know, the main road is on the other side of this fence. Main road as it is in this area. But my neighbors don't have to look in on this, you know, somewhat cluttered looking construction site. So it gives me a little privacy, and it looks a lot better for the neighbors. They come out in their yards and they just see the other side of this privacy fence. They don't see the piles of lumber and all the tarps covering everything. And you know, it's not real bad by my standards, but you know, what the heck. And the deal I got on all those pickets is definitely going to allow me to do the whole street side. But again, bit by bit, even though I got the pickets really cheap, the 4x4 posts, you know, they're around $7 a piece, and then the 2x4s are, you know, I think $4 or $5 a piece, $4. Anyway, you know, you're looking at, you know, in the ballpark of a $20 bill with the screws. That I put this together with screws. I don't have an air nailer, and I don't like the way nails. A lot of times when they start to rust, eventually they all do. It kind of looks streaky and everything. So I am using deck screws to put this together. It also makes repair a whole lot easier if something goes wrong, to be able to just take the deck screws out, do your repair, and move on. But you know, it's about 20 bucks per panel, if you will. Even though I have the pickets, it'd be a lot more if I didn't have the pickets. It would probably close to double in cost. So as I go along, get a couple extra dollars. You know, if there's any such thing as extra dollars. But if I get dollars that I can allot to fencing, I'll just keep putting the fencing in. So there's the fencing. There's a look at the fencing, and that's been something that's kept me busy, you know, more than one day out here. So for now, we'll say goodbye. Miles says goodbye. Fair winds, y'all. We'll see you next time around.